check this out. I was just looking at my photos, and I used the album places, like locations, and I'm looking down here somewhere where I don't normally go, like Elton. I don't go there very often. And the day that I had these fake felony warrants out for my arrest, and I was being as public as possible, right before I called Travis Schilling to ask him about the warrants, I was in front of the AT&T store. I was right here where it shows these 5 photos. I was right there the entire time, right at that store. I never left that store. Matter of fact, I took a video pacing it back and forth in front of the store and recording. Check this out. This is cool. Because I recorded from over here where it says 5. I recorded from there. And here's the recordings across the road, way over here in this parking lot. Right? Okay. That's the 2 recordings. And in the recordings, you're gonna see me point the camera over here, right where this is at, right where this number 2 is at, and point out these weird vehicles in the parking lot because the place is closed. It's like on a Saturday or Sunday. So let's see here. Let's watch one of these, and we're gonna see. There we go with this one. I think it's the second one. Let's see. Okay, there you're looking across the road at the parking lot. So you're gonna see a vehicle right in the spot. And it shows my location. Okay, you're gonna see it. It's not the vehicle that you saw there. Put it in handcuffs. Now this is going on. Well, all the parties together at a certain time. And it was held in this year. And Firemans come from all around the country to vote. This is at 7:30 p.m. The store closed. And I was going to work when I arrested. It's a police protest. News, all the news stations. Okay, see that vehicle right there? There's a vehicle over here, and it's like a school parking lot, like a community college parking lot. I'm not completely yet. Like I know I saw it. Okay, yeah, so you see it's 7:33 p.m. a half hour before the store closes. This is right before I called Travis Schilling, chief of police, who informed me that there was legitimate warrants for my arrest. And that they were issued by a judge not from my area. I'm not even going to mention the judge by name because he holds a lot of power, and it doesn't make any sense why the judge even issued the warrant because there was no evidence at all. I didn't press anything but push it off. Please get this through. I have it though. So let's look at it. Let's see, that's fast forward here. We don't need to see all these Jeeps. Jeep. Yep, Jeep. I distinctly remember seeing this car over here and pointing the car out. Or the shady looking SUV. Maybe I don't have it on there. Okay, let's do this thing. Places. Okay, so when you're looking at this picture, here's the AT&T store. That's where I was at, right there where this number 5 is, okay? But I was never across the street at all. Yet these are all from the same day. Same location. You're going to see these 5 are from when I was sitting in my car. Okay, here it is. There it is, yep. But why did my location show up over there across the street?
You guys right over there? That's where I know it is.
Strange. These vehicles are over there in this parking lot. And there's just fucking nothing, a reason to be over there. Everything's closed. Then I have these other videos of the firemen, one after the other, that showed up to gang stalking. And they're all drunk firemen. Okay, you can't make this shit up. They are all drunk firemen who felt the need to go to the AT&T store right before they closed on a Saturday afternoon when there's a fireman's convention going on. That's just all coincidence, though, I'm sure. I just had to get their license plates. Beep, beep. AT&T store. Now at this point, I'm supposedly selling. Put on the news and everything else, Facebook. Now they're making me. So I was smoking a simulator. I'm trying to think of what the hell I'm gonna do in this fucking situation. And right after this, I decided to, well, I better call the officer and find out what's up with this warrant. But not before I have demonstrated that I'm intimidating. You want to do the
People's been over there the entire time I was here.
Oh yeah.
Pretty sure that the YTI Career Institute is not having classes today. There's Dunkin' Donuts. That's where you'll find the cops.
Everywhere, man. Oh, there's a Jeep dealership across the street. Okay, let's check out the Fireman.
I got no patience for it.
Check this out. Boom, right there. Now, look. You can see right here in every one of these vehicles have the Firemen's Association alumni stickers on their vehicles. Okay? And they would not look at me. I'm recording them and they would not look at me. And there's multiple. It's not like it's just one fireman. There he has the license plate on the front of his car too. Now, if I go back here a little bit, you'll see this guy in the passenger seat is trashed. I mean, he's trashed, you can tell. I could tell. I remember that day. If you look at the front of the vehicle, there is the Firemen's Association license plate. Okay. So they left, and then we'll go back to the next video. This is all the same time and place, one after the other.
There was just some sirens.
Oh yeah,
Cars flying past me.
They sirened me.
Police sirens or fire sirens or whatever. I don't fucking know. But that's whenever I was checking my. I have this really expensive app. It's like $20 some app. The network utility app that checks the different. I don't even know what half the shit is, but it's a tool for detecting network properties and shit. Because I'm on an AT&T hotspot here, so I figured I'd check it out.
Okay, so that was that video. Let's see here. Saw this one. Here's another one. Now this is
That guy was not in the store.
And he wasn't in the store. I went into the store, came back out. That guy was not in there.
In the store. It was just the one big guy who is right to my right there.
And I found out when they was in the store, they were in there for 20 minutes. And just
where this guy was.
Doing what? God knows what. Because I walked in and inquired about a phone, and then after the guy in the truck was in there for 20 minutes, and then after they wouldn't help me with the phone, they said I had to call AT&T. Then the guy addressed the salesperson, or the salesperson addressed him like, "Oh, can I help you?" I'm like, "What? Like, no." Okay, check this out. Look at that. Okay, what are the odds? 2 vehicles in a row, right there. Firemen's Association. Like I said, it's the Fireman's super secret boy band. During a fire convention. Fireman's convention, right? And it would. What are the odds? But anyway, the big guy in the truck, he was just obviously browsing around the store for the last half hour.
As soon as I walked into there, the customer service rep, that guy had been in there for probably a half hour to 45 minutes or better. And the guy talked to me, and as soon as he was done talking to me, then he went up to that guy and said, "Okay, what can I help you with?" So that means he was just in there walking around the entire time I was out here. So after I was leaving the store, then he had to come up with a reason why he went in, you know. So that's it.
That's right. And this is almost a year ago now, and I still have this case open from. It was filed the day before this. These felony warrants and stupid bullshit. It's still open. They just keep dragging it out, playing these stupid little games.
You guys right over there?
There's the video.
I know who it is.
Okay, now look at the places, okay? Boom. Now look at this. I was obviously right here in front of the store, okay? Right here in front of the store. This is where I shot the video from, across the street. At no point was I ever across this street. Certainly wasn't over here in front of Hobby Lobby. There's Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, see? So there was the vehicle like right here. Now look at that. There was a vehicle right here, and then there was the vehicles, like there was these ones right over here. They park right, say like right in here. So you tell me. Okay, let's see if this one. Let's see. Now these are very, very, very accurate. See, this one shows 3 photos, and this is exactly where I was at parked. Okay, I was in this parking lot at Subway. Yep. So it's all on the same day. What is this one here? Postal Express. That's Dunkel Services. Why was I at Dunkel Services? Which is this? What is this one? Oh yeah. Okay. That was October 8th. Yeah, that was the day I was getting my driving privileges restored here. So that's correct. It's very accurate. Like I said, very accurate. Now let's zoom out. So that's all the pictures from Altoona that I took, I guess. Except for these ones here. Pickles. Oh yeah. One of these is a perp. Check it out. Let's see. It's gonna be this guy, I think. This is it. Pickles. Yep, there it is. This guy lives right down the road. I have my dog with me. Trusty sidekick. Jeep, jeep. Let's see what this is on here now. It's a large machine. Okay, this is the Wi-Fi networks, I guess. I know this is so long ago.
Let's see. Some goofy shit going on with this. And Bickles parking lot in Altoona. And my network that's saved onto my phone for at my mom's house is coming up here.
Oh yeah.
It comes up here and my phone automatically connects to it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, now of course it's not going to do it now, I guess.
That's funny, I forgot about that.
Yep, of course not.
That's funny. So where did my picture go with the perp? I literally took a picture of a perp, a guy with Texas plates in a pickup truck in this parking lot. It's not even there anymore. Isn't that something? This is what I say, how they delete certain videos and certain. Okay, at what point was I over here in the middle of fucking nowhere? This is the same day. In the same parking lot, in the same place. So why would my location show up in a different area?
You guys need to get a fucking life. Pathetic pieces of shit. Fucking creepy stalkers. They were in there for how long? Now they're rushing out and they didn't even buy anything. Okay, story of my life. There he is. Here's my perp. This is the perp with the Texas plates. He bought one simple thing, and then right when I go to leave, everybody else had to run out and leave right away, of course. So let's go back here. I think he got like paper towels or something, and that was it. I forget what it was, but the license plate is what got me. This is the kicker here when I see this license plate. I've never seen one like it. It's from Texas, but at the same time, it's really, really different looking. There we go. I've never seen one like it. Maybe it's a rental car, I don't know. But he certainly wouldn't look my way either. Oops. Let's go to albums. Places. So, yeah, by the way, here's my news story. One of them, you know. There it is. Burglary charges, see? Now, this is the local news, WJAC. Saturday, July 31st, see? Here, same thing. Patton Borough Police Department. It says, Patton Police searching for man facing burglary charges. Okay. Felony burglary. And this is all stemming from when this officer broke into my apartment. Here we go. Broke into my apartment and arrested me at gunpoint without a warrant in front of my son. And then released me in the parking lot and gave my gun back that day. And that's when I was trespassed from the property, and I never returned. Okay, and that would have been July 27th, I believe. So then 3 days later, on July 30th, they filed this shit. So then the next day, July 31st, this was the video you just saw when I'm in Altoona, because that day I went and I called the chief of police, found that out, and then the next day, instead of turning myself in that night, I waited and didn't turn myself in because he told me I could, like it was up to me, or I could wait until Officer Dillhole was back on duty in a couple days. So I took advantage of the opportunity to not turn myself in and then go seek legal advice. I went to my lawyers, and we set up a time to meet at the magistrate to do the formal arraignment, in which time Officer Coward Dillhole didn't show up. It was Officer Schilling that showed up. And he did these little digs at me, because when I would get gangstalked, I would whistle the Whistle While You Work tune from the Seven Dwarfs, from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And that was my thing. I would do that, and I would put little smiley face. And so then they do that to me everywhere I see. They put these little smiley faces in, and they the whistling. Okay, so like when I was in court actually last week, little Mikey Vermatt, he's the bailiff up at the Cambria County Courthouse now, and I was in my hearing. It was all set up just for me, nobody else. Big whole courtroom just for me, and all these county workers in there, and me. It was strange. Like I'd never experienced it before. But the bailiff, Mikey Vermatt, he does this whistling thing. As he's walking away from me, he does this whistling thing. And the same thing at my arraignment, after the real very, very fast arraignment, where I never got to even see the criminal complaint. They made sure that the criminal complaint got whatever. It got passed around to make sure I was the only one that couldn't see it and didn't get it. That's where I think my lawyer's working for them, because I remember my lawyer, like they distinctly passed it off to my lawyer, and he made sure he got it and then put it like away so I couldn't see it. It's fucking weird. I remember it because I distinctly remember noticing that and thinking, what was that about? That was weird, you know? But the arraignment, Officer Schilling says, okay, well, if you don't need me anymore, I got a burglary to investigate, he says. Okay? This is what he says. Right at the formal arraignment. He gets up and leaves early. Like didn't even have the respect to wait until we concluded with the arraignment or whatever. And he was the officer. So he goes out and he gets up, says that he has a burglary to investigate, and then he whistles his way out of the courtroom. Right? And I know what it was. That was towards me, you know. I'm not an idiot. That was a little dig. They want me to know that they're doing it. They want me to know. That's part of the gig, you know. So the Patton Borough Police Department currently has a warrant for the arrest of John P. Ho for charges including felony burglary. Now here's the kicker. There was never a felony burglary charge at all, ever, whatsoever. That's a lie right there. There was never any felony burglary charge. They did formally charge me with criminal trespass and felony breaking and entering and criminal mischief and disorderly conduct. And this is all from, two different incidents. The one when they broke in my apartment and arrested me at gunpoint and then trespassed me. The second one, 2 days later, whenever my son was worried that his stuff was going to disappear, that they were going to leave the door unlocked and his stuff would disappear after they assured me that my stuff is safe. They're not going to take my stuff. They have to give me an opportunity to get my stuff, and that it was safe there. My son took it upon himself to go there to check. Sure enough, the door was unlocked. What do you know? So the neighbor gave him a hand, and he got some of his stuff out. But when they took the air conditioner, my brand new $300 Wi-Fi air conditioner out of the window, somebody noticed. And they took some stuff down to my neighbor's apartment, and when they went back up to get the air conditioner or whatever, to get something else, the door was locked. They hurried up and ran and fucking locked that fucking door when they noticed that I was getting some of my stuff. Well, I wasn't, but anyway, you know. And then they didn't call the cops. I was told by the neighbors that live in the building that the cops never came. But in court, at the preliminary hearing, Officer Dill and the staff would testify that he responded to a call at the apartments of somebody in this apartment, you know, and that he went into the apartment, he cleared it, he cleared the dangerous scene because but my name wasn't even in his police report because I was not seen, because I wasn't there. I didn't go there that day. But to cover his own ass, he's going to file felony breaking and entering charges. Okay? But they left the door unlocked. The fucking maintenance guy testified to that at the preliminary hearing. He testified that he left the door unlocked. He says, I could have sworn I locked it, but, that's what he said. They changed the locks fucking twice. They changed the locks the day that he broke into my apartment, and he fixed it that day. But then my son goes there the next day, and it's unlocked after they changed the locks and fixed it. So and then it magically locks all by itself, real quick, with no police presence. Come on now. So they just lie and they make stuff up, and now they're caught and they know it, and I have all the proof and the evidence. And now when I search for the docket sheet for this, because I have the paperwork for the dockets, when I search online for the docket for that case that says dismissed, it doesn't exist. And that's strange. Why doesn't it show these charges and show dismissed? Why doesn't it show that when you search it? I'd really like to know. Maybe it's because I asked the question, how did they obtain a warrant for my arrest without any evidence? A felony arrest warrant that they put all over the news and all over Facebook. How do you get that warrant? Based on what evidence? Because at the preliminary hearing, my lawyer destroyed him and made him look like a fool when he asked, is my client's name even in your police report? And he said no. Nope, I guess not. And at that point, dismissed, got completely dismissed. So, but the defiant trespass and disorderly conduct that they charged from 2 days earlier when they broke into my apartment and arrested me at gunpoint, they charged those for that incident. That got held for court, and I still have yet to have any day in court on this, okay, except for that preliminary hearing when it got held for court. And they keep stringing it along. Now, this is last summer, last July. Here we are in June, almost a year later, and I keep getting these letters. They've sent me letters saying they're dismissing the charges. They're dismissing the charges. Okay. Yet they keep sending me letter after letter. Reschedule this appearance, this hearing that I don't even understand why there would be a hearing. It makes no sense at all. But they keep stringing this along, and then they keep scheduling times for me to go to the courthouse, and then my fucking pedophile child molesting brother's there at the same exact time every fucking time. Sorry, I don't believe in coincidences, and this is getting sick, and somebody's gonna get hurt, and this is a matter of public safety. It's a matter of they are putting the public safety at risk. They are literally trying to create an incident where somebody could get hurt. They're trying to do this. It's sick. What the fuck kind of people do this shit? And this, if you look up my name on Google, John Hofer Patton, PA, if you look that up, to this day, this still shows up. And I have this officer on video admitting that he's the one that made the report, this report that I'm looking at right now here. And he also admits in the same video that his body cam is not on. He pulls it off and says, this ain't on. He says, this is only on whenever I turn it on, when I want it to be on. And he's literally on a call because my neighbor's an asshole, and he called the cops for me being in the alley where my shed is, because he thinks he owns the alley, but he doesn't. So the cops showed up, and it was a dill hole. And he tried to get out of there. I've never seen him move so fast in my life, except for whenever he pulled his gun and screamed like a crazy maniac and swearing up a storm. Whenever he was trying to escalate an incident and kill me, really, is what he's trying to do. He's trying to do something to where he could justify shooting me. I truly, truly believe that. And it's, I got to make a timeline and do this whole thing start to finish so it makes more sense. But if you know anything about it, That should give you enough right there to say something ain't right here. And I have yet for anybody to contact me or anybody to do the right thing. Nope. They continue to do this sick stalking bullshit, and it's sick. But that's who we have to protect and serve our community. So sleep well. Leave your doors unlocked. We're in good hands.